Hi, everyone. Welcome to Glitch and Glow, the podcast where digital dreams meet soulful self-care. I'm Arielle.
And I'm Edna.
And we're social workers by trade, and we're your hosts on this journey through the worlds of tech, wellness, gaming, and Black womanhood.
Each week, we dive into real conversations, level up our self-care, decode the latest tech, and celebrate the wins big and small in our communities.
So whether you're here for the healing, the hacks, or the high scores, you're in the right place. So grab your tea, your controller, or your headphones. Let's tap in.
All right, let's get started with our boot sequence. This is where we boot up, where we sink in, and talk a little bit about what's on our minds today. Arielle, let's start off with our glitch as per usual. What is your glitch for this week?
So, my glitch is that my tech has been failing me the last week or so. Not even really last week prior, kind of. Yeah, I've just been having random mishaps with some of the tech I've been using has been making me a little loopy. I was telling Anna before we started recording, right before I left for my trip, like the day before I left for my trip, it was gonna be a jam-packed day. Bunch of meetings, still cleaning, like all the things. Didn't pack yet because of course. And I know.
And what's funny is I was like, oh, we should start going back to, our affirmation from last time. And
Girl.
here thanks for the update.
Oh, boom. Hello. We were crawling to the finish line. Okay. Crawling to the finish line. But in the morning, it's Wednesday morning. I go to turn on my computer so I can start my meetings. I have 15 minutes before the first one. And my computer would not turn on. Nothing works. I'm plugged it in. I'm what is happening?
Oh, wait, this was
And
15 minutes before your first?
before my first client for the day is when I
thought you
found
had
out that
much more time. That is
oh
stressful.
no,
Good for
girl,
you for
I
logging
was
on early. Yeah.
listen because I was I try to do it. Try. Am I successful? No, but I try to get on a little early so I can get it together. But
Mhm.
especially if I'm working from home in the mornings, it really be 5 minutes and we call it. But
Mhm.
I go to turn it on. It's not turning on. And I plugged it in. I didn't see a charge. And I'm I don't know if this is a charger problem. It just doesn't work anymore. Or if my computer is done for, which wouldn't make sense because it's relatively newish. So neither here nor there. It doesn't matter. I still need to be on camera for these sessions. So first thing I'm cool, I guess we're doing Zoom off my phone, which for me is a terrible time. I hate it so much. I don't know how people do it, but whatever. We did it. And then I realized I have another computer that's super duper old, but I was this will get the job done. So I go to turn it on, and of course it's not charged because why would it be? It's been sitting there forever. And I realized that somebody else had my charger. So I had to go and get my charger so that I can finish the rest of my meeting. So it was just a very hectic morning for no reason. And I was leaving the next day, so I didn't have time to get a new charger for my computer or take it to a micro center or something to figure it out. I was it's just gonna be broken until I get back from this trip. So, that's what happened. The good thing is everything's fine. It was a charger issue. I bought 2 chargers because we're not doing this again. And
Also, the what?
here
It
we
was a
are.
charger issue? I
My
don't know if I've
charger
ever had.
stopped working. Just full on stop working.
I'm so surprised by that because then I started thinking, actually, the only times I've had charger issues are with Macs. I'm going to just take a moment.
Well,
And I
mine
love
is
a
fine.
Mac,
Mine's not.
but I know you don't have a Mac. That's why I was like, what?
I
With
know.
PCs, I normally
This
don't
is not
have
a
a
thing
charger
we deal
issue.
with.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's why I'm really
Yeah.
surprised. But okay,
Yeah, girl. I don't
you
know.
figured that out. I was definitely going to
We
ask. Are
figured
you
it
good
out.
now? Okay.
we're good now. Like I said, we bought 2 chargers, so we're not messing around anymore. But,
Mhm, mhm.
yeah, it was just super stressful for no reason. So, between that and then my watch was acting up and my ring was I don't know what was going on, but everything's fixed now. But it was
That's
like
good.
I was already so stressed before the trip, so then for that to happen the day before when I still had like 7 billion things to do, I was like, "Yo,
That's real. That's very,
I'm
very real.
unwell."
Sorry, because we
I
say
was
that, and
unwell.
it's like, all you can be like is, "Yep, I understand deeply."
Right. Wow, I feel like I really
Ah.
had to, like, earn that vacation, you know? But
Mhm, mhm.
anywho,
And
so
you
yeah,
already
that was my
had, so
glitch.
I don't know what the universe is
Yes.
trying to tell you. They're like, "Leave. Get out of here.
Literally.
Relax. Go get
I
it
definitely
together."
think that. And not even that, but also just, like, unplug, like, don't even be by anything. Like,
Yeah.
just go away from here. And I did, and it was
Mhm.
great. So,
Good.
anywho, that was my glitch.
Uh,
How about you,
okay.
friend?
I wanna ask about the glow. I'm assuming well, oh, wait, oh, wait, oh, wait. Okay. Oh,
Mhm,
wait. My glitch. So, growing up, we've told y'all, me and Ariel, we known each other for a good little minute, and Ariel's been really good at drinking water all her life. I don't know if she was out the womb
mhm,
thirsty. I don't understand, but, like, always has been consuming water all day long since we were little, okay? When we could start bringing
mhm.
water bottles to school, she'd be drinking the water. Me, I was barely drinking water. So as I've become an adult, I've started drinking more water, okay? But every time I stop drinking water, I'm like, how do I get better at drinking water? And then I buy a new water bottle. And then I stop drinking water again. So then I'm
No.
like, oh, it's been a minute. I need to drink more water. Let me get another water bottle. Y'all understand. It is a cycle. So here is my new big ass water bottle.
Love
And
it.
I'm not drinking water. I don't know what's
Okay.
happening. I don't I
Okay,
feel it every
okay.
morning. I'm like, my goal is to get through this by the end of the day. And some days I'm like, ooh, I was really close, like, ooh, I kind of did it. I like be patting myself on the back. But I don't know what it is. Like, unless I'm so wildly intentional about the drinking of the water, like it doesn't even come to my mind to drink it. So this is my glitch. I don't know what to do to drink more water. I have like one time in my life been very successful. Then I went on a vacation, came back, stopped drinking water again because, when you're traveling, you just naturally drink less because you don't want to just be going to the bathroom all the time. So, anyways, unless Ariel's a water whisperer, I don't know if you have a hack for all of us, but for me, my glitch is I'm gonna keep trying. I'm gonna keep doing this. It's always with me in the house. I'm drinking it, but I'm still not reaching my little goal. So yeah, that's it. Just that's my
It's
glitch.
okay, so this is what I would say, tips for water. One,
Mhm.
I think that, the new water bottle trick is definitely something that I do. I have so many water bottles for one person, and I love them all dearly, and I will continue to buy more water bottles, and it's fine. I love them all.
Can I interrupt you before you continue and tell people that
Yes,
Ariel came to visit me, I don't remember when, and she left a water bottle at my house.
I think that was
I'm
in
telling you
January.
yeah, and then oh, yes,
It was in or January,
months go
February.
by. I have an
Yes.
entire human come out of me. Months go by. She comes and she's like, "I didn't bring a water bottle because I know you had mine. Where's my water bottle?" And I was
Okay.
like,
Where's my water
I
bottle?"
put it in a 2 safe space.
You
Where could it be?
you did.
Found her water bottle. But to your point, you do love your water bottles very
I
dearly. You're
really
like, "I
love
earned
them.
this in my
I
Pilates class. Give me my water."
I did earn that one. That was because I hit 50 classes. They said,
Mhm.
"Hey, girl, you doing it," you
Yep.
know? And it's a
Yep.
good water bottle. That is
Mhm.
so fun. I did. I was like, I purposely did not bring one. I'm taking it back.
You were so serious, and I loved it. Loved it. Kept it for you. But it was so
Yeah,
funny.
safe and
You're
sound,
for real.
almost too safe, but
Mhm.
yes.
Mhm. I definitely was like, "Oh shit, oh shit. I knew she'd do this. I don't know where it is." And then I
That's
it
so
came
real.
back to me. It came back to me.
It did, it did. So, yeah, I would say that that's always a good tip, but I think the main one, honestly, is you start your day off drinking water. Like, before I even, like, get out of bed to, like, go brush my teeth, like, I
Mm,
have a water bottle, like, on my, you know what I'm trying to
nightstand?
say. Yep,
Mhm.
and, I have one right there, so before I even get out of bed, I, like, probably knock back a pint, like, a good 16 ounces before I even get out of bed.
Oh my god, are you drowning? I'd be like,
No, cause I wake up
you're
thirsty.
well.
You don't wake up thirsty? I be
I
waking
wake up
parched. Parched.
I think now it's so like, "Get up, there's a baby, get the baby, baby." He's actually
Uh,
not normally upset. He's like, "Oh, ah, ah," and so we're like, "Oh, hey," like, "Good morning. Let us play together. Hello, we missed you." Like, it's all like that. So I'm not even thinking about water. And then I, like, have it,
oh,
and I'll go and, like, fully make a cup of coffee and be like, "Oh, wait, I haven't had water," and then I'll make myself have some water.
okay. That is also a good hack. So, like, definitely do
Trying.
that. You
Mhm.
know, like I said, first thing in the morning, get a glass in before you do anything else, you know?
Yes.
Um, yeah, that's really all I got. I'm just like, just been a water I don't know. Just drink it.
You were saying
Every
every
time you look
time.
at it, drink it.
Yes.
Every time you look at it, drink it. Like, that's really, I feel like, the only way. That's funny.
Yeah.
We're on number 2. What time is it? 10:30. We're on number 2 already. It's a 24
Nice.
ounce. So,
Nice.
also, I mean, you have to, like, build it up because if you're like, "My goal is to drink a gallon of water a day," like, you're gonna
No.
be peeing every 3 minutes for, like, a good long while till your body
Sure.
gets used to it, but then once it does get used to it, if you drink less than that, like, I feel so dehydrated if I don't get, like, a gallon in, but that's because 'cause I've been doing it for so long at this point, but if I get less than a
Mm,
gallon, I'm like,
mhm.
I do not
That's
feel
real.
good, so,
That's real. When I was
yeah.
drinking water for real, like, 1, my skin was so great. I remember that being a thing for me. I was
Mhm.
like, "Oh,
Mhm.
wow. Ooh." Um, I was, like, so impressed with myself. And, I remember thinking, like and this happens now, and I actually do, like, focus and make sure that this is my goal for the day. I feel almost more thirsty. Does that make sense? Like, I'm like, "Oh, I need
Mhm.
more water. I need more water. I need more water." Also, I
Mhm.
think I've looked up the water thing in the past, and I feel like people feel some types of way about it. Like, you ever seen when they're like, "Oh, the Americans drink so much water. That's how you know that it's an American." Like, even when we went to Europe, I remember people
I
being like, "Do you
remember.
need a water bottle?" And we were like, "We do. Bring
We
it. I don't
do.
care if
They're
I
like,
look like
"Oh,
an American."
we can tell you're American because 'cause you're walking around with a water bottle." And I'm
And
like,
I am.
"Uh-huh." Like,
I'm not from
you guys
here.
are over there crispy, okay, and I am over here hydrated. So, I don't know.
Super hydrated. You're the most hydrated. I'm trying to get there again. Trying. So, a silly glitch, but definitely something I'm working on, so
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
it. How
Or
about your
if
glow?
you get those water bottles, though, that have, like, the time,
Been
you know what
there,
I'm talking
done that
about?
too. Yeah, for
Still didn't
sure.
help.
Yeah,
Yeah,
my
that's
favorite
fair.
has been the Camelback, but the Camelback
Mhm.
that has, like, like, chewing and you suck. I don't know, this sounds crazy, but you know what I'm saying?
I
It
do though,
sounds
yeah,
it,
with that,
like,
like,
definitely is
straw,
like
like that one,
yeah.
like, straw, yeah, yeah,
Mhm,
yeah.
and it's
Mhm.
definitely giving, like, a Freudian when you were little, like, I don't know, I thought
Mhm,
way too much about that, but
mhm,
I remember I
mhm.
used to feel like I was drowning, I was happily drinking so much water, and then it's really hard to keep up keeping it clean, and so I
Yeah,
always get to the point where I'm like, "Okay, well, now I'm not using this again because I take too long replacing all the things or cleaning them or whatever." And now,
yeah,
as a different, more wise adult who knows how to clean things better, like straws and that weird contraption, I could probably do it now. But now being in Texas, it's so hot that it gets so sweaty, and then if you leave it in the car, it'll, like, come out the top, if that makes sense, and then I would have, like,
yes,
big wet puddles
yeah,
in my car too, so
yeah,
wasn't the best for Texas. It would have to be like an indoor water bottle. Um, and then it's like, Okay, we've talked too long about
differentiating
water bottles.
indoor
Ariel,
versus
tell us your
sorry.
glow. I can't. We
Okay,
can't stay here.
okay. No, we'll move. We'll move. Okay, so my glow, my
Sorry, I was like, I'm
glow.
taking it too far. Sorry, everybody.
Okay. Okay, so my glow, was that my trip was delightful. It was
Mm,
so fun. Oh my gosh, it was so needed. Like, I was up in, like dude, I was up in, like, rural Michigan,
mm,
like, not too far from Traverse City, which it was, like, probably the next, like, big city, and it wasn't even that
okay.
far, but, like, you know how Michigan's like that? Or
Mhm.
like that, whatever. I was, like,
It's
up here
the
somewhere.
mitten.
It's,
Okay.
whatever. I was at the
Mhm.
top of the mitten pretty much.
Okay.
So it was just really interesting staying in a town with, like, so few people, which I was kind
Mm,
of, like,
mhm.
side-eyeing, but
Yep.
it was also, like, so nice. I, like, hiked a bunch.
Mm,
We, like, went to a beach at one point. I went
mhm.
kayaking for the first time, which was so funny.
Yeah.
My friends that I went with, they were like, because I was like, I feel like I should do like a tandem. I was like, maybe I just need another person so to help me like figure it out.
Mhm.
And we got in there.
Meanwhile, I'm like, "That's actually harder," but I hear you. It sounds good at first, then you're like, people break
And it
up.
was so
Like,
funny because my friends, they were like, as we're going through this creek, right? First of all, this is the shallowest creek in the entire world. Like when I say you could stand up and the water goes maybe to your knees, like that's what we were dealing with, right? So like
okay.
you cannot drown in this, which like we love
Mhm.
this. However,
Mhm.
have it being in a tandem boat, two people, more weight. So like we would hit these sandbanks and we
For
could not
sure.
get past those suckers. And we were
Oh,
like,
no.
heave ho, like doing our best, like trying to get through to the point we were like, this is dumb. And so we would just like, the friend that I was with who did the boat with me, we would just trade off on like who would get out of the boat and pull us through the sand.
That's wild. That's
And
really
my,
wild.
and my friends were like, you know what? We probably should have told you it's easier to do a single. Like, my bad, y'all.
In my head, I was like, I would have immediately been like, "Actually, Ariel, it's not a good idea."
But so despite I tell you, we had to get up like 12 times to like pull our
Oof.
ways through because too I guess the creek or whatever that we were in, it
Mhm.
was like a 4 mile creek. Like we
No,
didn't realize
wow.
it was gonna be that long. And it didn't feel like that, like
Mhm.
which was cool. But yeah, it was that was a lot. We got a little workout.
Mhm.
I felt okay
For
about not
sure.
going to Pilates that week because I
Oh,
was like,
for
we've done it.
sure.
We've done the
Between the hiking
things.
and the kayaking is not like a chill activity at
No,
all, like, not
no.
even a little bit.
But it was super fun. Oh, this is
Good.
the best part. This is the best part. And this actually kind of like the whole trip kind of ties into today's episode, really. But we went to a lavender farm.
I was
So
definitely
cute.
gonna ask about that. I was like, "She hasn't
Definitely
mentioned it
went.
yet? Tell
Yes,
us."
we went. So cute, smelled so good,
Mm,
and, we're, like, talking to, like, the owners of the farm or whatever, chopping it
mhm,
up with them, and then there's this woman that comes in, and she has this, like, little puppy. He's so
mm,
cute. He's like 5 months old, and so we're like, "Hey, can
mhm,
we play with your dog?" And she's like, "Sure." So we're playing with the dog, we're, like, talking to her some, and at one point she's like, yeah, I just live next door." And we were like, "Oh, okay, cool." Next door is a half mile away, but sure, right?
mhm,
"Yeah, you live next door." And she's like, "Yeah,
mhm,
I don't know if you guys, saw if you pulled in, like, if you saw, like, some horses." And we were like, "Oh, yeah, we did see them pulling in." She's like, "Yeah, that's my farm." And we're like, "Oh, it's so dope." And,
mhm,
so one of the girls on the trip, like, she, like, loves horses, grew up, like, riding horses, all of that, and
mm.
so we were, like, talking to her, and then the woman's like, "Do you guys wanna come by and meet the horses?" And we were like, "Yeah. Yeah, we do. We do wanna meet these horses." She's like, "Great,
Oh.
okay, just take a left when you get out, take another left, and then the first left after that." And we're like, "Alright, like, we can
Mhm,
manage that, sure." And
mhm.
so we get there, and first thing we see, chickens, roosters, like, just, like, milling
Yeah.
about, having a time, right?
Oh. Mhm.
And she's, like, farther down, like, closer to where, like, the stables were, and she's like,
Mhm.
"Girls, come on over," and so we, like, go over
Aw.
there, and she's like, "I turned the electricity off, so you guys can just go right on it," because she had, like, an electric fence to,
Oh,
like, keep the horses in. She's like, "Turn it
that's
off, you
real.
guys can go on in." And so we go in and, like, we meet she has a donkey,
Mhm.
and, like, 2 horses,
Mhm.
and they were so sweet and, like,
Aw.
so chill, and she's like, "Yeah, you just pet him, just hang out. Here, you can brush him if you want," like, and it was, like, so I was, like, having the best time of my life, like, truly
Mhm.
was, like, living, like, my best life. At one point, she, like, left us. She's like, "Oh, I gotta go do this, but I'll be right back. Be back in, like, 10."
Aw.
I was like, "Girl, you just gonna leave us with your horses? What
I
are you doing?"
love that, though. That gives you a little, like, faith in humanity again. I feel like living in the city, watching true crime, where, like, everything is terrible, and it's like, "Oh, no,
Yo,
there are still some kind
there
people
there's still some kind
sometimes."
people, they're super generous, like, she, like,
Mhm.
let us, like, go in her house so we could, like, wash our hands and stuff, and, like, then she's, like,
Aw.
showing us all of her artwork. I done learned all about this lady's family, like,
Mm.
it was and she was like, "Oh, yeah, like, I have a trailer over here, I have a tiny house over here. If you
Oh,
ever come
wow.
back, you can come stay," like,
Oh,
she was
wow.
so sweet.
That's so kind.
She was so sweet.
That's so
So,
kind.
yeah,
Yeah.
it was a great time.
It
So
looked like
fun.
it. So Ariel sent me pictures, but I deliberately did not ask a bunch of questions because I knew you
Mhm.
would tell us here.
Mhm.
And I love all that. I still need you to, like, back up a little, and I need to
Uh-huh.
know about the lavender like, was it like The Wizard
Oh,
of Oz or
yeah.
no? I need to know. It's
So
all I imagine, like, it's time to go to sleep.
there's yeah, no, I mean, it's just, like, rows and rows and rows of lavender. Like, you and you could, like,
Mm,
walk through it. It smelled so good. They made
mm.
all these products off of it. There's, like, a bunch of lavender farms in Michigan. That
I
which was
did
news to
not know
me.
that. No idea.
Like, literally within the area, I would say, like, driving out 20 minutes from where we were, there's
Mhm.
had to have been, like, 4 or 5 different lavender farms. Like, it's, like,
So
big
random.
up there.
Mm.
But no, it was cool, and it smelled great, and they, like
Mm.
I had bought, like, a bushel or I don't know, like, a handful of lavender sprigs or whatever, and then
Mhm.
they also had these free ones that were already dried out that you can burn and you can, like, smudge, and they're like, "Yeah, take it for free,
Mm.
whatever."
Mm.
But, yeah, it was cool, and yeah, it really was just, like, rows and rows of lavender,
That's
like,
awesome. You
it
have to
was
send me pictures of
awesome.
that because I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
And
dope.
and of course I like because I was on that trip just buying things like I was Daddy Warbucks over there. I was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna buy this thing. Yeah, gonna I buy this lavender thing, this roll-on thing. I'm gonna get me some soap." We, like, went to some other place, we, like, had went shopping one day in Traverse City, and, like, every store I went to, I ended up, like, leaving with something. Like, I got, like, a new, crew neck, and then I got a hat, and then I got perfume, and then I was like, "Ma'am," like, I had to tell
You said,
myself,
"I
like,
need this
"Cut it
break."
out."
It
Like, it's like, "You gotta cut it
was
out."
too late.
It was it was like, "What is going on?" And then we were, like, walking around. It got to the point we had went back to, like, Traverse City, and we, like, stopped by this bookstore, and I was like, "Oh, no, don't do it. You have so many books. Don't do it." Like, I have physical books, ebooks, all the things. I literally had to walk around with my hands in my pocket so I wouldn't, like, buy something. Like, literally was walking around like, "Well, we we must stop somewhere." Like, you
This is a
don't need
hard
these.
lesson. That is, because the last time I was out of town and went to a bookstore and bought too many books, I looked at my bookshelf recently and was like, "Girl, you still ain't read some of these? Like, that's crazy." Like, and you felt the nee I felt the need. I was like, "I must support them. I must buy these.
Yes.
I must buy so many books." And I had put books back
Yes.
when I was there. Girl, be for real. You're not gonna read all these today or soon.
Okay.
Your list is too long, and then you find out about stuff along the way, so that
Then you,
anyways,
like, talk
good
to
for
people,
you.
then they recommend books to you. I was like, that's what I'm saying, hands in the pockets. I was like, "We
Mhm.
can't. This is you've done
Smart.
you've flown too
Very,
close
very
to the
smart.
sun."
Yep.
Like
Yep, maybe
It
meant
was
to
a
be that you
lot.
spent the money in all the other ways.
Yeah, I
Maybe.
think so. I think so.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
probably
I'm
good.
so glad you had a good time,
Yeah.
friend.
It was
Much
super
deserved.
fun. Thank you. Thank you. Now we're
Yeah, for
back,
sure.
back in the city,
Now you're
doing our
back.
best.
It's
Anywho,
fine.
though,
You rested. You
I
had
did
your
rest. I actually
vacation. That's
did
good.
really rest, which is good.
Good. Good,
And
good,
like came back
good.
not feeling so burnt out, and like out of sorts. So it definitely like did the
Good.
trick for sure. So
Good, good, good. It sounds very
anywho,
rejuvenating.
yeah, yeah. Oh, that was long. That was my glow.
It was good. It was good to hear.
Good.
Get some rest.
Yeah, yeah. And what was yours? What's your glow?
What is my glow? Like, I had to write it down. Why did I get distracted there? I got distracted because I was thinking like, no, but that's still good to hear. Good to hear about like the
Mhm.
rejuvenation, the like that all very much relates to mental health and well-being still. So like,
Yeah,
I think it was worth the time. Hopefully
yeah.
people listening think so too. Okay, my glow. My glow is that I started a new game and it is called Mixtape. And it is a game published by Annapurna Interactive. And so as soon as I saw it was by them, I was like, oh, I'm playing this. And then the reviews are great, like 4 point whatever over 5, 9 out of 10.
Mm.
Like people love this game. And so I haven't finished it yet, but it's definitely more of like a narrative game. And I didn't know anything about it beforehand, like, I really like not knowing things, so if you're that kind of person, sorry, I'm about to talk a little bit about it, but,
Mhm.
it's kinda shot is not the right word, what am I trying to say? Spider-Man Into the Universe?
Mhm.
The animated one, you know?
Mhm.
Okay, so it's
Mhm.
kinda like that, but, like, in a video game. Okay, it's like that's
Oh,
like the
okay.
art style of the game, which is really, really
Yeah.
dope. So, like, visually, it's wildly appealing, and then it's essentially like this last day/night together of a group of friends, after high school before, like, they kind of are all gonna go their own ways. And so it's, like, all told from the main character's point of view pretty much, through, like, a lot of memories and through, like, this mixtape that she's created associated with the memories. And I think this was just, like it's been a great game because while I pretty much don't know I think I've known, like, 2 songs so far out of every song that is played, and I've been playing the game for, like, a little minute now.
Uh-huh.
Um, so I don't know if it's, like I'm trying to think if I've even seen any Black people in this game. I don't think so, but even so, like, there's, like, a relatability there, and it made me, like, nostalgic,
Oh,
to the point of even thinking about, like, oh, yeah, high school and what it's like before you leave and, like, your senior year and just how
yeah.
important music was back then, like,
Yeah.
we talk about this often, like, I still think I listen to mostly the music from back then, like, that's my go-to music, and we've talked
Yeah.
about how I don't really listen to music on the podcast, but when I do, it's, like, my
Mhm.
music from back then and stuff, that I naturally lean into, and then they have one scene in particular where I won't get into it, but, like, it kinda made me emotional. I teared up a little bit because it was just
Mm.
such a scene filled with so much joy and happiness, and it just reminded me again of, like, that carefreeness, nostalgia, the, like, excitement for what's to come and leaving the
Yeah.
house and
Yeah,
all of that.
yeah.
It's been so and an Annapurna game, like, they're always unique, they're always really cinematic, they always have, like, a "what's happening here" weird factor, and I've played only, like, 3 or 4 of them so far, but they have a lot more than that. But anyways, it's been such a, like, joy to play. It's
Mhm.
kinda weird, I think, I don't know, a little bit too, but, like, I really, really do like it, and so anybody
Yeah.
who's even a little bit interested, it was only, like, 20 bucks on PlayStation, and I think it's on all the other
Okay.
consoles and PC too, so it's just been sweet to play. It's a narrative game for sure, but
Mhm.
you still move your character along. It's not like you're, like, fighting anything or anything like that. You're definitely there for,
Mhm.
like, the cinematic experience and the storytelling, so it was really good. It brought me a lot
I
of
love
joy. I'm looking
that.
forward to finishing it. Yeah. Yeah. So that's it.
Oh,
Mixtape.
that's so fun. Yeah, I may check it
Mhm.
out. I
Mhm.
actually it's so funny. I just started Hogwarts Legacy last night because
Mm.
I read that they confirmed that they will be making a Legacy 2, and so I was like, "Well, we
Mhm.
gotta play the first one then." So,
Mhm.
when I say, like, just started it, I mean, like, we've barely gotten anywhere, you know what I mean? But,
Did you make your character, though?
yeah, I did.
Isn't
Why
it
did that take
fun?
the longest
I
time,
know
though?
I did. I know I did. That's why I was like, you hadn't
Right?
gotten anywhere because you sat there. And I don't even really do character customization, but here I was like, everything matters. I like was really going in. I
My
pretty much made
hair.
myself with pink
Correct.
hair.
Oh, that's fun that you did pink hair. I didn't do
I
pink
always
hair, but
do.
I did I love that actually so
Mhm.
much.
Thanks.
I'm like, wow, I really
I'm like, one day I will in real life dye my hair pink, but until then, every video game
Yeah,
character I make, pink hair
I love it.
without fail.
Yeah. No, my character looks very much like me. The
Mhm.
hardest part though, I was like, what am I gonna name her? I like didn't
Mm.
because I didn't want to name her like I was like, it needs to fit with the world. You know what I mean? So
Ooh.
I ended up naming her Nyx Moonlace because
Ooh,
I found
my
that name online
goodness.
and I was like, "Ooh,
Oh,
yes, this
wow,
is it."
moon lace. I
Right?
like
It
that.
was cute. She cute. She cute.
Wow. I love
So,
it. I
yeah, I
love it.
started that. I'm very excited to keep playing that one.
That's dope. My character I'm
But
like, you're making me wonder. My character is chrysanthemum. It's just yep,
Chrysanthemum.
chrysanthemum. Y'all, I love that name. It's a great name.
She's loved it her whole life.
I love
Truly.
that name. I know it's long, but a lot of my characters are either Chris, if they don't let you put the whole thing, or with a Y,
Mhm.
or Chrysanthemum, so that's who she is.
I love that you named her that.
Yep. I love that
One
our
of these
characters look like
days.
us. Again, just the importance of having some representation, and I know
Yes.
props to the people who just, like, create and don't have to
Yeah.
do that. I'm like, "Nope, I want me in here." Every
Oh,
time. I want me in the every time.
I need full lips, you know what I
Mhm.
mean? Like, I was
Mhm.
literally, like, clicking through all the things, like,
Mhm.
which one
Mhm.
matches mine, so
Very random, but when that game first came out, I remember being like, "But there's something off about them." They were, like, dead in the eyes, like, I don't it was the weirdest thing, and actually, you're saying yes, but they've gotten better. I remember I, like, tuned back in, I was like, "Okay, they made an update," because it was, like, way it was like my husband plays a lot of 2K. They are soulless. They are soulless while they play basketball.
nothing behind there, okay.
Nothing. I'm like, "You all work so hard to have every piece of sweat, but the eyes, I don't know what's happening there. It
They
is
said that we
so
can't figure out.
unsettling."
That we
No,
can't
this
figure
doesn't matter. This and it's like, I'm gonna take it too deep. So, anyways, that's the game that I liken it to because 'cause I've seen a lot of that be played
Yeah,
where I'm like, "Why don't they fix this any year? Give them
yeah,
some soul." They
yeah.
won't do it. They won't do it.
Mm-mm.
Anywho, that was long.
Anywho.
What a great time.
Yeah, yeah. I was
What
like
a great
the
time.
cool thing though, actually, even though, like, that section was a little long, it kinda ties into, like, what we're talking about today, which is, um, whimsiness and
Mm,
adult playfulness.
okay.
Um, I feel like and you can tell me if you've experienced this too, but I feel like more recently especially millennials, like, we've really been trying to, like, tap more into, like, playfulness. Like, we're, label that generation that plays too much and, like,
Mhm,
we don't take nothing seriously because we don't,
mhm.
and,
'Cause we've been through too much, so what else
because,
can we do?
hello, we gotta have fun
Mhm,
because if not, we'll cry. So
mhm. Yes.
I really kind of wanted to like have a discussion around like whimsical behavior and adult playfulness and how that can kind of connect to overall wellness.
Mhm.
Um, so like when you think of like whimsy behavior or adult play, like what kind of comes to mind for you?
I mean, of course, I think of video games. My husband just saw something the other day that was like, "Couples that play together stay together." It was not said that simply, and there was some data thrown in there, but that's essentially
Yeah.
what I took away from it.
Yeah.
Um, so I, of course, think of video games, and we were, like, tapping a little bit back into It Takes Two and talking about, like,
Mhm.
co-op games
Mhm.
and couch co-op games particularly with a friend recently. So then we brought up Split Fiction and we brought back out, Overcooked. Just like, right, thinking about, like, playing
Yeah,
games together, like, having a
yeah.
great time. So, of course, I think of video games, um, and I think of board games, obviously. I feel
Mhm.
like we're big board game people,
Yeah.
and it's just fun to play board games. What else do I think of? I think initially when you brought this up, I was thinking of, like, kinda hobbies too,
Mhm, mhm. You're
and, like,
there. You're
hobbies
you're
oh,
there. Yep,
okay,
yep.
great, hobbies just to have a hobby. I feel like so
Yes.
often, and we've probably talked about this before, it's like, "Oh, you have that hobby, you should monetize it," and then for me, anytime I've done that, I stop the hobby. It's just
Mhm,
literally a
mhm,
clear connection that I should never do that because I will stop whatever I was doing. Um,
mhm.
so, like, having a hobby just to have a hobby, I've heard them called analog hobbies now, and I don't know how I feel about that. It's just like, this was just a hobby before, but it's like anything that doesn't include tech, essentially. So, like, coloring
I do a
or,
lot of
like,
that.
some sort of craft or, I don't
Mhm,
know, just anything that doesn't involve tech. So yeah, those are the things I think of.
mhm, mhm. I think, I mean, those are all really good examples of adult play and whimsiness, and when I was, like, researching it, I was finding information that, like, they've, like, associated adult playfulness with, like, just overall creativity, humor, hope, zest, which, like, what a fun word,
Mhm, mhm.
and appreciation of beauty, right? So, like,
Mm.
it suggests that playfulness isn't, like, childish, which I feel like a
Mhm.
lot of people, I would say older generations, honestly, even maybe some of the younger generations kind of, like,
Mhm.
associate that with, like, childish behavior, but, it's not necessarily that. Like, because
Mm-mm.
playfulness is more so, like, focused around, like, curiosity or, like,
Mhm.
imagination or spontaneity or, like, delight.
Mhm.
Um, and I think, like, there has been a narrative just around adulthood that, like, you have to be serious, right?
Mhm.
And seriousness equals being mature, whereas
Mhm.
those things are not mutually exclusive. Like, you can be a mature person and also, like, be a fun person and like to
Mhm.
do, like, random side quests. Like, how did I end up on that lady's farm? I don't know. Like, but, you know, here we are, you know? So,
Mhm.
I like some of the examples that you talked about, but they had also talked about some other, I guess, more analog type situations, but they
Mhm.
had come up with, like, just dressing up for no reason, just because it feels good, right? Or,
Mm.
like, yes, creating elaborate birthday celebrations for your pet. Now, I have never done that, but I do know a lot of people that do, and I have
Mhm.
been to birthday parties for pets, and they've been a
Mhm.
time, you know what I mean? Like, it sounds silly, but it's, like, actually super fun, you know?
Mhm.
Or, like, naming your car, right? Or,
Mm.
like, having a main character walk when you need to, like, tap into your confidence, right? Or,
Mm.
leaving yourself encouraging notes or, like, things like that. So, like,
Mhm.
it could range from literally play with other people, or it could just be, like, I'm doing things that just feel good to me,
Mhm.
you
Mhm.
know?
Mhm.
Um, so I wanna talk a little bit about, why we are craving whimsy and play so much, which
Mm.
is, very connected to what I was experiencing for before this trip. Like, it's really
Mm.
connected to burnout and, like,
Mhm.
this culture we have around, like, constant productivity, and, like, then
Mhm.
we've also got, like, social and political stress, and then
Mhm.
there's digital overload, and, like, I think all of those things kind of contribute to why we kind of wanna tap back into a more, like, playful, um, nature, right? And our more playful
Mhm.
sides, because every the world just feels so heavy so
Mhm.
often, and so in order
Mhm.
to kind of, like, offset that, like, we do kind of need to engage in a little bit more play.
Mhm.
Um,
Can I tap in real quick?
yeah.
Like, to what you're saying, it's been interesting for me because I've even been off of social media because of that. I noticed that every time
Mhm.
I went on it, it was like something with the end of the world, and I definitely wanna be knowledgeable, but it was, like, too mu like, every time, within the
Yep.
first few videos, it would be like, "And then this food is banned and being recalled, and
Dude.
then this is happening in the government, and then this" and I was like,
Yes.
"Okay, like, this is crazy. I
Mhm.
have to get off of here." Like, it took nothing for me to actually very easily be like, "This is not helping me at all."
Yeah.
It hasn't been as much of a respite or, like, even a good numbing tool, even like, it's just been a no for me
Yeah.
lately,
Yeah.
and it's interesting that you bring up, like, productivity and trying to rest. Y'all know I
Mhm.
brought it up before, but I love Trisha Hersey and her work about like the nap ministry and rest as resistance, that book, if you haven't. And if you're feeling
Mhm.
like, hey, I need permission to rest, that book will most definitely give you the permission to the point that I've been like, oh, maybe I need to reread it because I've been
Mm.
feeling like that. Um, they're like butting heads, me
Yeah.
being like, I should be productive and not like should, but like a yearning to and
Right.
also a yearning to rest at the same time and, like, how to make sure that I'm doing both, or really leaning more into rest if I'm really just being honest about, like, where life is right now. It's like, I want to more so lean into the rest piece.
Yeah.
Um, so, yeah, it's just interesting that you brought up all that, and then the last thing I'll say is or you made me think of all that. And the last thing I'll
Mhm.
say is thinking about adults and they're like wanting to play.
Mhm.
And me having a son recently, it feels like when I see other people interact or some of the things that they say and do and the voices that they use and stuff like that, it feels like kids give adults permission to
Yes.
like be silly and to play again. And not all
Mhm.
adults love kids. And if that's you, like that's okay. Like that's
Yeah.
not a bad
Yeah.
thing, of course. But for a lot of them that have been interacting with him, it's like, oh, interesting to see how adults
Mhm.
like tap back into it very openly and freely, where they
Mhm.
don't necessarily do it by themselves.
Mhm. Mhm. I think that's such a good point, like, when you were especially around, like, younger children who haven't
Mhm.
necessarily started feeling that pressure to, like, fit in or act a certain way, like,
Yeah.
it is much easier to tap into that more playful side for sure. Like,
Mhm.
I got a lot of babies in my life, and I've
You
realized, like,
do.
I am still very much me, but I also play a lot,
Mhm.
like and, like, dance a lot, and you know what I
Mm.
mean? Like,
Yeah.
it is very easy to tap into that side, especially with your around small children, so,
Yeah, even hearing you say that, I'm
yeah.
like, "When's the last time I had a dance party?" Like, I feel like
Oh,
I
I
used to at least be in
dance
my
all the
house
time.
rocking out no, I don't.
Yeah, because
Like,
you
what I
don't
used
listen to
to
as much music, right? Because 'Cause you've been
no.
listening to more audiobooks, so
Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
audiobooks and podcasts, and so, it's like, no, I hadn't done that in a long time, but I did it with
yeah.
my baby the other day, I, like, put on a record because we have a
Oh,
record player, and we were just, like, dancing,
yeah.
and I was singing. After a song, he was like, "That's enough," but it was fun while we did it. It was
He said,
good, he was like,
"Alright,
"Okay,
ma."
what's this?" He's like, "I'm not old enough to really enjoy this yet." Um, but yeah, even just having, like, a little dance party, it's
Yeah.
giving Cameron Diaz in The Holiday. Was it her? No, it wasn't Cameron, it was Kate. Kate Winslet rocking out to The Killers in The
No,
Holiday, like
It was Cameron.
it
Mhm.
was?
Yeah, it was
Oh,
Cameron.
yes. They
Yep.
both did it differently. That's
They
what
did
it was.
differently
They
because
both did
Kate was
it.
singing something else, but Cameron was
Yeah,
in
she
her
was
element.
with her bottle of wine. She was I love
Yeah,
that movie.
me too.
She
It's like
was
one of my
getting it.
favorite scenes from there.
Mhm. Yes, they both had a little moment. Yeah, you just gotta, like, let loose
Mhm.
every once in a
Yeah.
while.
It's so funny because I dance a lot. One, I dance with my niece a lot because
Mhm.
we do a lot of '90s, house music parties together. Like, that's our
Cute.
jam, okay? She's
Mhm.
gonna be cultured, okay? But
90s, it makes it
90s,
cultured.
okay? But no, I dance with her a lot, but what I've also realized that I do a lot too, I've talked about how I, like, go to the movies a lot, right? Because I have this movie
Mhm.
pass, and the theater that I go to is only a mile away from my place, so I just walk there if, like, the
Mhm.
weather's not, like, stupid. And I've realized that I'll, like, have a playlist on, and when I'm walking, like, I start dancing. Like, if it's, like, a
Hmm.
bop, like, I will realize I will start dancing, and, like, it
Huh.
is hilarious because I'm not, like, full out, you know what I'm saying? But, like, it is
That's not what I imagined, but If
But
you did, that would be
it is a
hilarious.
little shoulder shake, you know, a little shimmy
Mm,
situation, and it just, like, makes the walk so fun, you know?
I
So,
love that.
yeah, it's a hilarious time.
I
And I
love
listen to
that.
a lot of music. So when I come into my house, like, after work or whatever, if I still have my
Mhm.
headphones on, it's still playing, like, yeah, I dance it out for a little bit before I, like,
Oh,
I feel like it kinda, like, helps me, like, settle in, you know? So,
yeah. I love that.
yeah, it's fun. It's fun. But yeah, I wanna talk a little bit about, like, some of the science behind, like, play and how it relates to joy.
Mhm.
Um a lot of research had suggested that adult playfulness is like associated with like a lot of positive outcomes. So they were talking about how you can get into like flow states and like deep engagement, which is I feel like my like walk to and from the movie theater. I don't even know what's
Mhm.
happening, but I'd be having a time. It can also relate to like more creativity, more spontaneity within your life and divergent thinking. So being able to like
Mhm.
think outside of the box a little bit more. It also connects to stronger group cohesion and social connection,
Hmm.
um, higher intrinsic motivation and job satisfaction,
Hmm.
and improved quality of life and academic performance, and lower anxiety in certain contexts. So, like tech related stress. And I thought it was interesting about the intrinsic motivation and job satisfaction piece. Because I think if you are allowed to have a little bit more adult playfulness or whimsiness within the job context, like it does make it for a more enjoyable experience. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So I was like, oh, that makes a lot of sense. I never really like thought about it in that way because I think I try to
Mhm.
incorporate that into my job experience anyways, which is
Mhm.
why, one, I really liked working in schools, working in a milieu setting because and again, with kids, but, like, it is easier to tap into that playfulness in those settings.
Mhm.
So, I wonder, like, are there other ways for people to kind of tap into that if they're not doing direct service work or working with kids? Like, how could
Mhm.
people kind of tap into that? And I think it's, like, being able to listen to a fun playlist while you're working or you know what I mean? Like,
Mhm.
doing, like, really little things like that to kinda make the day go by a little
Mhm.
easier,
I'm
you
thinking of
know?
a few things. I'm thinking of, like, just taking work less seriously because I didn't even think about, like, at work
Yeah.
having more fun. I guess thinking of my own experience, probably that's why. But I thought, like, how could I just, like, not take stuff seriously? Because I don't think I really, really do, honestly. But, like, in the moments that I do, how to just step back and just kinda laugh it off really is something that I'm thinking about of, like, this just ain't really that for real. Like, it's not really that big of a deal at the end of the
Yeah.
day, and we've talked about that with work. And then one thing that I haven't engaged in but I'm thinking of are those, like, idle games that you can have on your computer. I don't know if you've heard of them, Ariel,
Mm-mm.
but they're, like, productivity idle games where you, like, have it maybe as a scroll at the bottom sort of situation, like the lower quarter of your screen, and
Mm.
you'll just, like, I don't know, have a little farming situation, it's just like a little game that you can play
Yeah.
throughout the day that, like, helps the day go by, not in a bad way, just, like, in a more fun you're taking little breaks and little moments to, like, have your
Yeah.
character do something,
Yeah.
while you're
Yeah.
working, and I think that that's super duper cute,
Mhm.
and I haven't done one yet because I use my work computer when I work, and I can't just, like, download whatever, but, like, if I had my own computer, that might be
Mhm.
cute to do or something that was online,
Mhm.
just to, like, bring more joy into the workday too.
Yeah. That kinda makes me think of, like, cozy games or,
Yeah,
um we'll talk
that's
about
when
it
they
more,
get
but,
brought
like,
up.
it's, like, made me think of, like, Animal Crossing and how, like, people were so tapped into Animal Crossing, and it
Mhm,
was more of just, like, super chill, but super positive and, like, breaks up your day in a way that, like, feels really good, so,
mhm. I mean,
we'll
and
talk
that
about
was,
that a little
like,
bit.
during COVID time, so
No,
I
we
feel like that
really
really, really
needed it
boomed.
then.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and you could still, like, visit your friends and their islands and stuff like that,
Yeah.
and I wasn't into it at that time. I remember coming
Mhm.
back and a colleague, I was like, "Yeah, I really like video games," and she wasn't into video games, but she was like, "Well, during COVID, though, I got into Animal Crossing," and I'm like, now that I've looked at that in
Mm.
hindsight, I'm like, there were a bunch of people that were doing that, and I remember the Switch got really popular again because of that too,
Yes,
of people just being
yes.
like, "Shoot, we're at the crib, like, what else we gonna do?
Right.
What else are we gonna do?"
I think between that and, like, Pokemon Go, I think got super big during pandemic times. It's got people out of the house and, like,
Mhm.
I wasn't
Yeah.
out there, but I found it to be
No.
a really
No.
hilarious
I got
time.
into Pokemon Go before that, but
Mm,
yes.
mhm, mhm. Um, but yeah, one thing I did wanna talk about is just different types of play since we're talking about play, right?
Mhm.
And in some of the research, they had kind of broken it down into a couple different categories. So they
Mhm.
have like spontaneous play, which is like more impulsive, free spirited, aka my side quest to a horse farm,
Mm.
like that kind of stuff, right?
Mhm.
Just kind of doing stuff for the plot, which has really been my summer, I think, which is why I think I've had such a fun summer because I just been doing stuff.
Mhm.
They also talked about expressive play, which is more open and, like, emotionally visible. I,
Mm.
like, didn't get too much more information on that. I don't know, that was when I was, like, having a little bit of a harder time kind of conceptualizing, like,
Mm.
you know what I mean? Like, I don't know what that means, like, open and emotionally visible. Is Does anything come to mind for you for that?
I think of dance, and I know that dance doesn't
Okay,
necessarily mean play, but that's what I think of. Because even for
that makes
me,
sense. Yeah.
I, like, periodically wanna take dance classes. I don't think I've taken, like, a legit long, "This is a dance class" since, like, college, right? And,
Mhm, mhm,
um every time I think of that, I think, like, I pretty much am, like, a pretty conservative person, like, with my body and with what I wear and stuff like that,
mhm,
and dance feels
mhm.
like a way to be, like, very expressive and, like, moving
Yeah.
my body and being big and taking up space in a way that I don't in other places, so that's what I immediately thought about of, like, either
That
taking
makes
a
sense
dance
to me.
class and or dancing on your own and just, like,
Mhm,
allowing your body
mhm.
to be free is one way that I was thinking about that.
Yeah, yeah, that makes a
I
lot
don't
of
know if that's
sense to
what they
me.
mean, but that's immediately
I
what I
think
thought about for
maybe,
myself.
like, emotionally
Okay.
visible, I'm like, "Yeah, actually, that makes a lot of sense to me."
Mm, mm,
They also had mentioned, like, creative types of play, some more imaginative or idea generating,
mm,
fun-oriented play, socially engaging, energizing, so I think of, like, playing board games with people or playing
mm,
kickball or whatever, you know what I mean? Like that kind of stuff.
mhm,
And then they talked about like silly and whimsical play, which is more childlike and unconventional.
mm,
And I was thinking, I'm like, do I do anything that would tap into the more silly and whimsical play? And
mhm,
actually, what came to mind, which is so funny, because I was like, oh, I do this. I got a bunch of plants
mhm.
in my place. I actually sing to them every morning.
I had no idea about this.
Yeah, yeah, I
That's
sing to them
cute.
every morning, and I open up my blinds, and I'm singing to the plants. I actually sing, like, a remix of, "Singing in the Rain," the Good Morning song.
No.
"Good
What?
morning, good
Oh, yeah, that's what I
morning."
thought of.
That's the
Okay,
one.
uh-huh.
Yeah, I sing that to them, every morning.
Aw, that's so
It's so
cute.
cute, but I'm like, I feel like that is something that would, like, fall under that, like, category
Yeah.
of play,
Yeah,
you
for
know?
sure, for sure.
Yeah.
I looked up expressive play, though, and this is just what, like, first came up is, like,
Mhm.
an imaginative activity where children dive into creative worlds using characters, dialogue, and settings, but that was more in, like, a
Ah,
therapeutic sense, so I don't
yeah,
know, that could be something that could maybe is what they're talking about, like, being really imaginative in your play
yeah,
and using that
yeah,
to express yourself. I don't know, like art
yeah.
therapy-ish?
I could see that. I'm like, how can that relate to adult play though?
Maybe like a role-playing situation?
Oh, that makes sense.
Like a
Yeah,
D&D, maybe, like, you get to, like, act out some stuff that you
yeah,
would do.
yeah. I like that.
Shoulder shrug.
Yeah, I mean, it works for me. I'm like, what does this mean? Yeah. So, are there any like, can you think of any ways that you engage in the more like whimsical type of play or imaginative play?
I mean, lately, it's been all because of baby boy, like,
Yeah.
I was being a lobster the other day, and my husband was laughing at me because
I love it.
my lobster, like, had a French Spanish accent, and I don't know what it was
Can we
doing.
hear it?
I don't
Can
even
we
know.
hear it?
The thing is, I don't even didn't even realize. I was just having a good time, like he doesn't know. And then my husband had on like a lot of wrestling recently, and so for whatever reason, like I had the aquaphor, and I was like, in the aquaphor, like I was just, dear God, like it. Why was I doing that? I have no idea. But now it feels like this is just like a constant. I'm singing all the time. We're like
Yeah,
imagining
yeah,
something, all it's completely silly, there's no point at all, and so
yeah,
that's
yeah.
been it's been so much fun. I'm like, "Oh, I sing more than I thought that I did," 1, and
Mhm.
2, I love a voice. I love a silly moment just because, but I'm trying to think of, like, even before him, if I really did silly stuff. I think working from home, I told y'all I was getting weird. I've said
I
that
knew you were
already.
gonna say that. I knew you were about to say it.
Already
I'm starting
said
to get
it.
weird,
Yep, I was
guys.
getting weird. And I don't even know if this is weird, but like being at home alone, there was a lot of out loud talking. There was a lot of out loud like narration singing. There was a lot of out loud like quartet singing rap songs. Like there was a lot of that with me by
Yes,
myself
yes, yes.
in my house. So like I think that opened up a new level of
Mhm.
silliness to get through the day of like being alone in the same room all day. I mean, I, like, left to other rooms of my house, but, like,
Yeah. You
it
know what?
got
That's
a little
so
weird.
real. That's so real because I have now recognized there are times, like, there could be a day that I won't say words out loud at all,
Yeah.
and then, like, the next day be like, I didn't speak to a soul yesterday." Like, "Ooh, that's
Mhm.
we like to rest, we like to unplug, but alright, girl, like, hold on now." Um, but I think, like, yeah, it's a lot of singing, it is a lot of voices. I narrate a lot of what is happening all the time.
Mhm. Mhm.
Yeah, it's really a time, and I'm trying to not think of it as a negative or as it being weird because I
No.
think it's, like, actually super fun,
I do too. That's why I
like
was like, I know I was getting weird. That's what led to me doing this more,
yeah,
but I don't think it was bad. I
yeah,
was having a good it was bringing me
yeah.
the joy at work
Y
situation.
Okay,
It was
okay.
giving a little, what did we just watch not too long ago? Castaway. Him and Wilson were real tight, boy. They were real
You know,
tight.
I've actually never seen that
My
movie.
husband had never seen it before either, and he really liked it. We had a really good time. He was
Mhm.
stressed. He was stressed for that man. He was stressed for that man. I said, "I know. This is crazy." And I hadn't watched it since I was like a kid, so I was like, "Man, this feels
Yeah,
brand new."
yeah,
Um,
yeah,
he was going through it. He went through it, boy. Coming back,
yeah.
ooh, yeah, it's good. Tom Hanks.
I know, I
Just
know.
you should definitely watch it.
Alright. You know what I did just watch? I know we're taking a left turn here, but I just went to the movies yesterday, which
Mm-mm.
is why my dancing back to the crib was fresh in my mind. But
Mhm.
there's, like, not really much that I'm, like, wanna see right now, but I was like, "Hey, we gotta,
Mm.
like, make this movie pass, like, worth it." So,
Mhm.
a movie just dropped called Tony. Have you heard of this?
Mm-mm.
Dude, it's it's, like, about Anthony Bourdain's, like, young
Oh.
life,
Oh.
right?
No.
So, it was so good. It was so good.
Mm.
Like, it was literally, like, him in college, um, he's like, I wanna be a writer." And so it's, like, him in college, and then, like, he ends up I'm not gonna, like, share the whole plot of the movie, but he ends up in, like, Providence Town, wherever that is, Cape Cod, and,
Mm.
like, spends the summer working in this kitchen, and,
Huh.
like, you just see, like, how everything kinda, like, plays out, and it was so good, like
Hmm.
and I
Yeah, I
really
see it.
love Anthony Bourdain, and so it was, like I had a great time.
I
That's all I'm
looked
gonna
it
say
up. I
about it.
see
Go see it.
Antonio Banderas was in it. I'm
Oh
like,
my
"Oh,
god. Did great.
cute."
Did great.
Okay.
So,
Cute, cute, cute.
for the folks, go see it. It was really good.
Hmm.
Anyways, that was a side quest. Last thing I want to talk about in terms of like being whimsy and having some adult play, one theme that kept coming up is like romanticizing your life, right? And like
Mhm.
what feels healthy versus what feels performative, right?
Mm.
Like, because I think there is this culture around like putting our best foot forward and like with
Mhm.
especially with social media, like only showing the good things, even though some of those things might not even be real, right? And
Mhm.
so like when you're romanticizing your life, what does that actually mean to you and what is actually real versus doing things so that other people can think that you're doing well. You know what I mean?
Right.
So
Mhm.
um thinking about that, they're also talking about, like, finding beauty in just, like, ordinary routines,
Mhm.
in creating rituals, and also, like, celebrating small wins.
Mhm.
So, some of the examples that they had, talked about was, like, having, like, fancy coffee in your favorite mug, right? And,
Mhm.
like, is that something that, like, feels really enjoyable to you? Which, like, for me,
Mhm.
actually, it does. Like
Mhm.
we've all got a favorite mug, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
I got a couple favorites, but, like, we all
Yeah,
got a favorite
same.
mug, you know?
Mhm.
Or, like, taking yourself on a solo date, like, I feel like I've been doing
Mhm.
a lot of that stuff over the summer, which has been, like, super duper fun. Or, like, reading
Mhm.
in a park or, like, creating theme playlists for your day, which I thought was really
Mm,
interesting.
that's cool.
Um, and it's funny because I know, like, Spotify does that to some extent, like, they'll have their, like, day list playlist, I
Mhm.
think
Oh,
that's
I
what
didn't
it's
know that.
called,
Okay.
um, and, like, based on music that you like, they'll create it themed, so it would be like it'll be like, Bad Girl Energy Tuesday, and then it would be like, Megan, Cardi, da, 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 you know what I mean? Like, it'll be, like, stuff like that,
Mhm.
so, like, I think that can actually be super fun, especially if you're, like, if there's a certain type of energy you wanna tap into, it could be fun to kind of create a playlist that, like,
Mhm.
connects with that because then it's a little
Mhm.
easier to, like, experience that and, like, put that on. So,
Yeah.
yeah, I really like the playlist for your day thing for sure.
Mhm. That's cute. This is reminding me of, like, even yesterday I was cooking dinner, and I was like, "Man, I used to, like, really cook dinner." I used to be
Yeah.
like, "Oh, Imma get my glass of wine, Imma listen to whatever podcast is, like, hitting right now or some music." And I used to just really sit into cooking dinner, and, like, obviously, things are different now. But yesterday I was like, "What fun drink can I make?" I've not jumped back into drinking. I am quite, afraid's not the right word, but hesitant is. That is the correct
Fair.
word of, like, I just don't
Yeah.
know how it's gonna hit. I don't have the luxury of not sleeping well and having any sorts of hangovers, even a
Yeah.
minute headache, don't have time for it. So until
Yeah.
I do have time, I'm gonna wait. But I was like, "Ooh, what fun drink." I was like, "Oh, maybe a mocktail." And by the time I was thinking about all this, I was like, "Girl, we coulda cooked so much shit. Like, we gotta we gotta move on." But I used to feel like I romanticized that. And now I'm, like, more of a breakfast girly. I really lean heavily on breakfast, but yeah, I think about
Mhm.
even, like, little stuff like that or setting the
Yeah.
scene. I've been loving what the folks are doing for reading, like, doing the immersive reading, and I have done this before for sure, where it's like I'm sitting and I'm reading, like, whatever fantasy book, and then I have the YouTube with, like, the
Yes.
scene or the right
Yes.
music, or for me, because I love I do this when I work. I love fall. I think we've talked about this. I love, and now it's been like triple digits. How sad. Like, where is fall? Come save me, please. And
Girl,
so
y'all
I
don't have fall
literally
over there.
I know. And so I'm not gonna be sad. Instead, what I do is I have like a
You're like,
double
"I
screen
make fall,
situation. I'm
okay?"
okay, that's what I'm about to tell you.
Mhm.
I have a double screen situation, and then on my like not dominant screen, I'll put on a YouTube of like autumn or fall, like
Mhm.
jazz, whatever, coffee shop, whatever, and then I make it all big, so every time I look over, it's like a little fall, a little Halloweeny, some chill
Mhm.
music, and I'm, like,
Mhm.
working and stuff. Oh, it's so nice. So, yeah, thinking about romanticizing, I'm like,
Yeah,
fall
but
makes me so
that's
happy.
such a good example, though, like, I was even
Mm,
when you had mentioned, like, setting the scene for reading, like I remember, like, on Netflix when they had
The
the birch
fireplaces?
wood, the fireplace, like, ooh, I can't. It's not
Yes.
time for me to do it yet, but I cannot wait. Like,
Mhm.
it's, like,
Mhm.
one of my most watched
And then
videos.
HBO caught on, they're like, "And we're gonna make a Game of Thrones one, and we're gonna make a Harry
Yes,
Potter one," and I don't know if they did
yes,
other ones, but I was like, not y'all being like, "Oh, people like to just watch a fire?" Yes, all of us
yes.
don't have a fireplace, and I do, and it needs too much money to be fixed, so I'm gonna put on this one on the TV for right now.
Okay.
Hear it. Um,
Yeah, that's a perfect example of that. Or, like, if
yeah.
it's not like, sometimes I'll put on, like, rain sounds if I wanna
Mhm,
read, you know what I
for
mean? I
sure.
have my blanket, I've got my rain
Mhm,
sounds, we've got a
yeah.
low light, all the
Mhm,
things. So,
mhm,
yeah, no, I really like that idea. So,
mhm. What a time. It, like, brought me joy to even think
yeah.
about it. I'm like, "Ah, how great." How great.
So, yeah, I guess I have one question for
Mhm.
ya.
Oh, yes.
What is one ordinary activity you could make more magical this week?
One ordinary activity. So this week's a little hard because 'cause I'm traveling for work. I'm getting ready to talk a little bit more about it when we get to our affirmation. But so
Okay.
it's not a very ordinary week for real.
Mhm.
But I think even doing that, like, stepping into maybe something that could be ordinary of, like, the traveling bustle, hustle and bustle. It's the first time away from baby boy and traveling for, like, a few nights.
Oh my
So, like, there's a
god,
lot of, like
girl.
yeah, Imma
Okay,
talk about it some more.
okay,
But I
okay.
think in something I could is, like, just leaning into that, leaning into the,
Yeah.
like, new chapter not new chapter, but, like, new thing, new transition, new figuring it out, like, whatever that book
Mhm.
is, whatever that movie is, like, seeing it as part of that instead of, like, the anxiety I'm riddled with instead. Um, just really leaning more I'd, like, had none, and then I met with my therapist yesterday, and I was like, "So I have some now."
You're like, "Hey, girl, things have changed."
Um, it's different today. I know last week I said, "Not worried," but today I am a little concerned, and everything will be fine. So, like, maybe this is where I could challenge myself a little bit is
Mhm,
thinking about, like, how to just lean into the, like, this is a thing that happens, like, you
mhm.
eventually go back to work, and sometimes you gotta leave if you have a job that requires you to travel every once in a while, and it'll be okay. It's a little more main character energy, I guess? I don't know, but that's
Yeah,
what I'm kinda
yeah.
trying to get at
Mhm,
a little.
mhm.
Yeah. How about you?
It's funny that you even brought up main character energy because that was probably what I was gonna lean into. I
Nah.
was like, "Oh, I think that what could be cute," I think, for me, is this is what I'm gonna do, is actually just, like, dress up more at work. Like, I'm pretty cash at work,
Mm.
like, really chill. I'm like, "They don't care what I look like." But do think that there is something to be said about, like, feeling really good and, like,
Mhm.
how like, and how your, like, clothes or how you style stuff, like, how that contributes to it, and
Mhm.
so, yeah, that's what I was thinking about, is just, like, and
Mm.
I have some, like, really cute dresses that I haven't worn yet, and
Mm.
it's time to bust that out for sure.
Mhm.
So, yeah, I was like, we're gonna, like, try a little harder in
Mhm.
terms of, like, what I wear, to work. So,
You
yeah.
know, I have a cousin, and she was saying that last year I think she'd be fine with me sharing this because I loved it. I think it was last year. She, like, has a goal for herself, right? So we were talking about new goal setting once 2026 was rolling around and stuff. And she was like, last year, her theme was put that shit on. So it was her dressing up and,
Mhm.
like, and she
Mhm.
dresses real cute. She's super, like, head to
Mhm.
toe, everything fly, everything gorgeous, whatever, right? And she was just like, "Imma do it. I don't care where I'm going. I wanna wear this thing. Imma
Yeah.
wear it, and Imma look amazing while I'm doing it." And so she did that for her
Yeah.
2025, and I loved that. So, I hear you. There's something to be said
Yeah.
about, like, just wearing the thing, even if you don't have some place
Wear
to
the
go to do it.
thing.
Mhm.
Yeah. Because one thing it's funny because like, with clothes, like, I'm a tourist, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know how to style myself. When I want to, I can. But the
I
thing that
did not
I
know this
pay
was a
more.
tourist thing. I knew
Oh,
you did
yeah, it's,
that,
like,
but I did not
associated with
know.
tourists. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay. Okay.
But, like, one thing I never really fall off on is, like, scent. Like,
Mm.
I like to smell good. I like to
Mm.
smell rich. I might not be rich, but Imma smell rich, you know what I mean?
It's funny that you say this. This is what I'm trying to get better at, but I'm so sensitive to smells. It was
Mm.
happening before the baby, but now since after the baby, it's like so even the scent that I had before, I'm like, "Oh, I don't even think I like that anymore." So I have anyways,
Man.
that's a whole maybe other
So
podcast, but
you gotta do a new scent profile or something, like,
yeah.
maybe, you know? And,
Mhm.
like, things like depending on the time of the year, you know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? And, like,
Yeah.
I've, like, been learning how to, like, layer my scents now too, so,
That's
like,
very next level. That's expert. That's
okay, I
not
told
novice. I'm
you.
novice. That's
I like to
expert
smell
level.
good, okay?
Mhm.
I like to
Mhm.
smell good,
Mhm. I love it.
okay?
I'm gonna catch up one
So,
day.
yeah, I started doing this, perfume, like, subscription thing. I'm only gonna do it for 6 months to, like,
Mm.
relax, 'cause do we need another subscription? No, we don't. But brings me joy. But, like, you can get, like, sample size, like, the really, like, fancy perfume for,
Oh,
like, pretty cheap.
interesting.
Um, and I got this one, they did a collab with Twilight, actually, and, like, ooh, it smells
Mm.
so good. Oh my
What is the
gosh.
subscription? Maybe this is what I need.
Scentbird. Have you heard of it at
Scent
all?
bird. No,
Ooh,
not one time.
girl,
How'd you find out about it?
yes. It was probably an ad, probably Instagram or something.
I see, I see, I
Yeah, I
see.
think it was
Okay.
Instagram. But yeah, and they have, like, you know, the fancies, you know, your YSLs, your Gucci, your Dolce& and Gabbana, your Tom Ford, like, all of that, but you can get,
Mhm,
like, a
mhm.
sample size of it to see, like, "Oh, do you actually like this?" And so you're not paying $150 for a bottle of perfume that you don't like, you know? So
Because let's talk about that, because the other thing that
mhm,
happens is you do the test, you sniff the little coffee beans if they have them, which is a whole other thing. Then you get it home and you're like, "Oh, I didn't like that as much as I thought that I would." That's like a
mhm,
very real issue that
mhm,
I have ran up
mhm,
against in the
mhm,
past.
and sometimes it smells good out the bottle, but if you put it on you, it doesn't you something happens, like,
Mm.
with your body chemistry, like, it doesn't actually smell good on you, you know what I
Oh,
mean?
no. No, I
Yeah,
did not know this was a
girl.
thing.
Yeah. Mhm,
Wow.
mhm. So,
Got it.
yeah, I don't know how we got there. Oh, I said I want to look good because I always smell good. There it is. Yes, I wanna dress up a little bit more. 'Cause my
There
hair
we
is
go.
always done, my nails are
Mhm,
always you know, so it
mhm.
really was just the clothes thing that I'm like, you have the clothes, wear the clothes."
I was like,
Like,
"I when I see you, you have the clothes." So, I
I'm
don't
like,
know what
"I
the other
have
people are
them.
saying.
I have them." I just, I be chilling at work. I'm like, "I talk all day, I just,"
For sure.
you know?
For
Anywho, though.
sure.
So, yeah, that's today's episode, whimsiness and playfulness, and do things for the plot
Cute.
because it's so
Cute.
fun.
The last thing I wanna bring up around this too is I've started venturing into, like, Black Fae
Ooh.
groups.
Tell me
Um
more.
That's it. Just the people like to, like, dress up and be super whimsical and go to a lot of, Renaissance fairs and, like, have little cute meetups,
Mhm.
and they have the ears that match their skin tone, and it's just effing cute. So thinking
Yeah.
about whimsy, like, that comes to mind for me so, 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 so much.
Oh my
Go
god.
ahead.
This doesn't have to do with Black Fae at all, but, I don't know if you've seen this, but Hey Arnold is going on tour, like, the music of Hey Arnold.
No.
Dude, I'm about to go to this. It's
We were just saying
literally
this the other
like
day.
it's there's like a jazz band that's just gonna do like all the music from Hey Arnold, and they're like going on tour. And I
I
just
love
found this
this.
out. I was
I
like,
love it. I love it so
amazing.
much. This so now you messed up because then long story short, I was watching an episode of, like, the new Proud Family.
Oh.
New, not from our
Mhm.
generation, not Destiny's
Mhm.
Child singing, but they like, have a little bit of different song, but the same song.
Mhm.
Anyways, It's so good. It's so
Is
I did
it?
not have it on. I was around while it was on and you end up watching, and I was like,
Yeah.
"No, this is, like, really good." It's,
Oh,
like, actually
good.
a really good time to the point that I was like, "Do I need to finish this by myself?" Like,
I
I'm
will put
having
it
a really
on,
great time. Yeah,
please.
I think you should.
Yeah.
It also ends up being just, like, all the language that we're told we can't use anymore, but, like, everything from model minority to reparations to, like I mean, and everything in between is being, like, in this cartoon, and I'm like, "Though, is this for children? This is for adults, I think." Like, it's so good. It's so good. It was one of the best
Mhm.
examples explained of reparations in this debate that Penny Proud and friends were having with another school, like, it was so good.
Oh my
So
god, wait.
anyways
Speaking of Proud Family, so I went to this event, I went to this, like, rooftop like, party, and
Mhm.
it was, like, all, like, R&B themed, like, oh my god, so fun,
Cute.
and it was, like, one where people, like, actually danced, you know what I'm saying? Like, we was
Oh, wow.
dancing, so, like,
Nice.
what a time, but
Mhm.
the DJ had played, they were playing Proud Family, like, they had, like,
That is
mixed it
so
into their
random.
set, and when I tell you we were singing, okay?
Oh, I
Like,
know, because it's so good. That really
so
is a
good.
great, 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 great theme song.
So good. And
Yeah.
they played that one 112 song that they did that the girls, like, danced to at that, dance competition. Oh my
I do not
god.
remember.
I see you
Oh,
looking at
that's what I
me.
thought of
I can tell
immediately.
yeah,
Mhm.
that song, and they,
That's
like,
so
do a
funny.
dance competition, and they're doing, like, the dances,
Oh, I
that
see it in my
scene?
head, yes.
People
That's
were
so
busting it out.
funny.
We know the choreography, like,
That's so
it's so
fun.
funny to me.
See? Millennials full of whimsy. That's silly. Love it.
We just be trying to
Love
have
it, love
fun,
it.
and everyone says it's cringe, but I'm like, "I don't think so, I think we just like to have
Lived life
fun."
without cameras at one point.
You
That's all.
know?
They
That's
weren't
it.
afraid of looking cringy, I guess.
Exactly.
It is different now, though. Oh boy.
It is,
I
it
feel for them.
is.
I can't imagine. I can't imagine. Well, let's get into our glow mode. We're going to shift on in. This is our space for wins, wisdom, and the words that lift us up. Ariel, tell us what is your word or affirmation or phrase or whatever you got for this week.
I just wanna share a win, really,
Ooh.
and it really just has to do with the fact that, like, I have successfully navigated myself out of burnout, 'cause, like, things were feeling dire for a second, but
Mm,
yeah, I think just being able to, like, actually rest and, like, reconnect with nature in a way that I haven't in a really long time, like, really was,
mhm.
like, the key for me, I think.
Mhm.
So I'm like, that's something I'm trying to, like, log into my back pocket so that if I do end up experiencing, like, some symptoms of burnout again, like, I know, like, "Girl, you know what you need to do." You know
Mhm.
what I mean? To feel better because I think
Mhm.
sometimes it's so hard to, like, get out of that, you know? So
Mhm.
if you already have some strategies or interventions or ideas or whatever that you already know have been successful, it's gonna help prevent it a little bit better.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm going on a hike, tomorrow with the
How
fam and the
fun.
babies.
Oh,
So,
cute.
yeah, yeah. So, yeah, that's my win. I was like, "Woo, we made it." 'Cause wow,
Mhm.
I was, like,
Yeah.
really dysregulated for a little bit. So,
Mm.
yeah.
Mm-mm-mm-mm. I see. Yeah, it reminds me of, like, how many times have you said it? Like, "Go outside and touch grass." Like, that's what that sounds like,
Yes,
which is hard to do in the
yes.
city. Like, it's kinda hard
Mhm,
to, like, leave and touch some grass appropriately.
mhm,
Um,
mhm.
I
Yeah.
was like, "Is there an inappropriate way to touch grass?" But I'm not gonna get into that. But you know what I mean. Just, like,
I do.
be in nature. That's all I'm trying
Yeah,
to
like
say.
real
My goodness.
nature. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Oh, Lord.
So, yeah,
Okay.
that's mine.
I love that. That's a big deal. That's a big
How
deal.
about you? Yeah, yeah. I can't wait. Oh my god, I can't wait to tell my therapist. I'll be like, "Girl, oh, look what I did."
I went outside.
I followed the
But, like,
advice.
a different
I
outside, a
did the
different
thing. I did the thing you've been telling me to do. Finally, I did it.
Just had to leave.
Anywho,
Um,
though, yeah.
for me, I guess it, like, directly ties to what we were just talking about as far as, like, traveling. I think in that, like, trying to be a main character, maybe, also thinking about allowing myself to feel all the feelings, like, that
Mhm.
come up. Like, if I get
Mhm.
a lot, say out even, like, that's okay, not judging myself, just
Yeah.
allowing myself to feel it. Um, if I'm actually okay, like, trying not to feel guilty about that and anything in
Yeah.
between. So,
Yeah.
just gonna allow myself to feel the feelings, take some notes, and talk about it next week with my therapist. Um and that'll be great to process, as I transition more and more into the, like, balancing as best as I can all the different roles, so just
Mhm.
allow myself in whichever way
Mhm.
that might be.
I love that. I love that.
Thanks.
Mhm. Um, Unrelated to
Hmm.
everything we're talking about, but just some parting words, for the folks who are listening. Like I said, unrelated, but, I had sent Edna these videos about robots, like, trying to do, like
I thought about that this morning. I was like, "I need to tell my I need to tell someone else about these
I don't even
robots."
know what it is. Is it the Robot Olympics? I think that's what it was called. Don't quote me on
Track
that. I think
Yeah, it
that's
was like
what
a
it was
track and
called.
field situation.
Oh my I have been cracking up at these videos, like, truly
I think it's
having a
you
time.
see many more robot videos than me. I need you to know that. I don't know what has occurred for your For
Really?
You page. I never see a robot video for real.
Dude,
You send me them and then I see them, but I don't know what they know about you, but they be
probably the
sending
fact
you
that
these
I'm
robots.
wary of them. They're
Shocked.
like,
She needs to know. She'll watch it because she's afraid. What
"Yes."
will I will say when I saw that, I was like, "Oh, why the sports? Why the sports of it all?"
Exactly.
You need to
Also,
explain it though. We didn't explain anything.
all I remember is, like, I think they're doing some sort of athletic event for
Mhm,
robots to participate in. They're
mhm.
doing it in China. And the video I saw, it was like this robot that was like running around a track, but like it
Just,
started
like, doing the
malfunctioning.
sprinting. Mhm,
Yeah, it was like sprinting and like instead of going around the curve or stopping, it just kept going and literally like ran into a wall and then like started malfunctioning and then lit on
mhm.
fire and then like it
'Cause
was just like a
its
lot
waist
going
broke.
on.
Yeah,
Oh,
the waist
that's what it
broke.
was. So,
Mm,
like, I it was just, like, a hilarious thing to watch to me, but also so many questions around, like, "Why is this happening?" But I
yeah.
didn't even go too deep into it. I was like, "This was just a really funny video to watch." So, you
Mhm,
guys wanna, look into that? Like, it definitely made me chuckle
mhm.
because why is this happening?
Yeah, but my
But
response to you was like, and I still stand by it, was it BattleBots? Wasn't that what it was called?
oh,
The
yeah, you
show where
said
the
BattleBots.
robots would fight each other? They just
Yeah,
put them in, like, a caged ring, which now is, like, crazy. Um, but they would put the robots in a caged ring and, like, they'd have all these contraptions, very a la, Transformers and whatever else, Twisted Metal, I don't know, and the
yeah,
robots would
yeah.
go and attack each other and fight, and it's now in hindsight, it's like, "What was even that for?" And so I immediately thought of that. I was like, "I don't know the point of what that was," and that was now decades ago. So there's something people just wanna do stuff for funsies, I think is
People
what it
just
is,
wanna do
Ariel.
stuff for funsies. Yeah.
Mhm.
So, like, that honestly, like, kinda taps into the topic of the day is, like, we
Low
just doing
key.
stuff just to do it.
Man.
Um, but anywho, we will let you guys go. I feel like this one might be a little bit of a longer ep. So, remember, you can tune in on YouTube and Spotify, and you can follow us on IG, TikTok, and email us at glitchandglowpod@gmail.com. We will see you all in 2 weeks on Tuesday. And as we power down, remember, every glitch has a glow up. Bye, y'all.
Bye.